At Harlow College, we had a marvellous engagement with the Skills Hub. We found that the whole experience was worthwhile and very, very easy to engage with. It was well organised, well thought out and well put together. The organisations that we met were prepared to meet us more than halfway, and I'd recommend the scheme to anybody.
Overall experience of the programme was really pleasant. It was really easy to sign up, and we were offered loads of newsletters to know what sessions were coming up in the future, so I always felt like I was in the loop and informed with what was available.
It was a really interesting experience for me because I'm working currently in a senior school, and we're looking at careers for our children, especially within STEM. And for me, finding out about the different sort of options available at the NHS was really important. So I thought it was really good.
Taking part in the programme meant I was able to explore new businesses in the local area and find out about what they did. I was able to create amazing relationships with some of the partners, which has led to really successful and positive programmes within the outreach team.
The Teacher Encounter programme has been really successful for us. We've made some great contacts. In particular, we met and spoke with lots of people at a company called Morgan Sindall Property Services. They were very welcoming, and they've actually welcomed us to go back to their organisation. They're coming to Harlow College to speak to our students, and they're offering industry placement opportunities for our T-level students. So across their business, they were very welcoming, and the Teacher Encounters programme has worked incredibly successfully.
For me, the Teacher Encounters programme was really important because it really opened my eyes to the sort of jobs that the children will be able to be looking for and trying to get apprenticeships with within the NHS, which was particularly what I was interested in. I'm hoping next year for my year 12 starting A-level that they'll be able to contact and get volunteer work and work experience within the local NHS trusts.
My colleagues and I at Harlow College would thoroughly recommend the Teacher Encounters programme to everybody working in the education space. If you're in a school or a college, if you're working as a teacher, as an advisor, we would certainly recommend getting involved with the programme. Go out, meet the businesses that are willing to participate, and find out what they're prepared to offer for your school, for your college, by way of training for staff, work experience and opportunities for placement development for students, and on other wider sponsorship matters. Get involved with the scheme, it really works.
I have already recommended the Teacher Encounter programme to other teachers within my organisation, especially the careers lead, because I think it's really important to focus the children on the new sort of opportunities that maybe weren't around when I was at school.
I would absolutely recommend the programme to other educational staff because I myself learned loads from the different webinars that I was involved with, so it's not just beneficial for the students we work with, it's made me really competent and confident myself.
For myself and colleagues at Harlow College, the Teacher Encounter programme has been amazingly impactful on the outcomes for our students. To give a practical example, Morgan Sindall were very welcoming and allowed me to look at exactly how their quantity surveyors use technology in day-to-day operations in their business, from preparing quotes for works to the allocation of work for their site operatives. This practical insight is invaluable in a classroom setting, and it allows the textbook work that's being done to be made slightly more real by a better understanding of day-to-day work-life activities. Really useful, really helpful, and we look forward to more of the same from the Hub.
Because of how friendly the presenters were in the webinars, we felt that I was able to email them and contact them after the session. So once finding out what things that they could offer and any ideas I had, I felt like I could approach them separately outside of the session and kind of build those relationships and get those ideas started.
The Teachers Encounters programme really helped me to sort of gauge the different opportunities that were available to students. For example, within the NHS, it wasn't just the clinical sort of jobs that were available. There were lots of other opportunities for students that weren't interested in medicine.
The Teachers Encounters programme has had an amazing impact on the programmes I deliver at the university. It has opened me up to a load more resources, contacts and amazing opportunities for my students that I didn't know I had available to me before.
The Teachers Encounters programme for me was really helpful in making sure how I changed the way I deliver lessons to my students. I've been including information about apprenticeships and the different sort of jobs that they can go to, especially around apprenticeships. I had a year 11 form just recently and they are going to college, and so it was helping them choose the sort of things that they wanted to do. Also, I'm hoping to include a lot of the stuff that I found out from the webinar to my year 12 students that are starting their A-levels this year, especially around work experience.
The Teacher Encounter programme has been very successful in actually allowing us to understand better how employers actually carry out the work task activities, and that allows us to relate to the students in a far more impactful way. To give an example, Morgan Sindall Property Services showed me how they use their in-house quantity surveying quoting tool to generate quotes for their clients. The system then allowed them to demonstrate how the operations were put into practice on a day-to-day basis and how work was allocated to their various teams in the operational area. This means that we could explain to students practically on a day-to-day basis the sort of work that a quantity surveyor might be doing working for an organisation such as Morgan Sindall. And this is something which we don't get from just delivering a basic programme. So therefore, having this opportunity has been significant and has made a marked impact on the way that we teach the programme.